What up, Shitsumus here. Now, of course, with September, you know, being on a Monday or Sunday, I should say, lots of really interesting films to look forward to of the start of the fall. Because of course the summer movie season is pretty much over. Lots of cool stuff to look forward to. So here are my official top 10 anticipated movies coming out in the month of September. All right. Coming in at number 10 is the Netflix film called His Three Daughters. Now, this actually premiered at TIFF, Toronto International Film Festival last year with some rave reviews, and this stars the likes of Carrie Coon, Elizabeth Olsen, and Natasha Lyonne. Three distant sisters reunite in New York City to care for their sick father. Tensions rise as they confront the past issues, aiming to heal family bonds amid laughter and tears. Now, the trailer for this has looked really decent. Of course, the cast members, like Carrie Coon, Elizabeth Olsen, which I'm glad to see her branching out more out, since the MCU and stuff like that. Natasha Lyonne, I've been a fan of her ever since American Pie fame, so I think this could be something interesting to check out. They're saying that this could possibly get some Oscar buzz for any of the cast lists, so we'll see. All right, number nine, I'm going with the film The Killer's Game. Now, this stars Dave Bautista, and it's where he plays a top hitman, Joe Floyd, who is diagnosed with a terminal illness, and decides to take matters into his own hands and take a hit out on himself. However, when the very man he hires also targets his ex-girlfriend, he must fend off an army of assassins and win back the love of his life before it's too late. Now, the trailer for this has looked a lot of fun. Dave Bautista looks great in this. You got Paul Clemente, so a Guardians of the Galaxy reunion. Sophia Boutella, Sir Ben Kingsley, Terry Crews. I'm all for this. This looks a lot of fun. Hopefully, it's a good one. I believe this is also original shoot. So for anybody who complains Hollywood don't make original content, I suggest go watch this. All right, coming in at number 8, despite supposedly going straight to streaming, I'm putting down Wolves. Now, this release date is really messed up because if you guys remember, this was originally like this is set to be like a full on theatrical release, but it's actually going, I believe, only limited release on September 20th, and then Apple the following week, which Apple is really messing up right there. I mean, this is actually directed by John Watts, who gave us the Tom Holland Spider-Man film, so that should show that this could easily been a hit there. And you got two iconic actors like George Clooney and Brad Pitt, hired to cover up a high-profile crime. A fixer soon finds his knight spiraling out of control when he's forced to work with an unexpected counterpart. I'm still looking forward to check this one out. Not sure if it's going to be in theaters or not, but hey, I'll still watch this when it premieres on streaming. You got George Clooney, Brad Pitt, two of the best actors in the business, reuniting. You also got Amy Ryan's also in this, so I'm looking forward to see this. Like even John Watts has actually done pretty good films outside of the Spider-Man films. If you guys had not seen movies like Cop Car or this little horror film he did called Clown, go watch those. He really knows his stuff in film business outside of the Spider-Man universe. All right, number 7 might be controversial, but I'm still looking forward to see it, and that is Megalopolis. Come on, it's directed by Francis Ford Coppola, the director of the Godfather trilogy, director of Apocalypse Now. How could I not be excited for this? I mean, the trailers have looked a lot of really looked very interesting. Uh, Reviews for this hasn't been all the best, but I'm still intrigued to see it. I mean, if you guys don't know much about the story for Megalopolis, a conflict between Caesar, a genuine artist who seeks to leap into a utopian, idealistic future, and his opposing citizen, Mayor Franklin Curo, who remains committed to a regressive status quo, Greece, special interest, and Persian warfare. Now, for one, I do like the cast involved. You've got the likes of Adam Driver, Shia LaBeouf, Natalie Emmanuel, Aubrey Plaza. You got some cool cast members involved in this, so that there alone piques my interest. I mean, this movie could easily be terrible. That's a possibility. Like, I could go into this and be like, yeah, this is awful. but I'll still give it a benefit of doubt. I'm hoping it's a good one, but we'll see. All right. Coming in at number six, I'm going with Speak No Evil. Now, Blumhouse hasn't had the best track record this year. Between Night Swim, uh, Imaginary, Afraid, which I haven't seen yet. My dear is not really showing for some reason, so I'll probably have to wait till it comes on streaming. Why not? Or go a little further. But yeah, their track record this past year hasn't been the strongest. But the trailer for this has looked decent. This is actually a remake of a Danish film that came out not so long ago. This does star James McAvoy as well as Mackenzie Davis. It's about a dream holiday turns into a living nightmare when an American couple and their daughter spends the weekend at a British family's idyllic countryside estate. And the trailers for this does look creepy. I mean, this could maybe easily become Blumhouse's better film this year. Who knows? Uh, but they got some other cool stuff that could be better, maybe like Wolfman and uh speak of, I'm thinking the trailer for Wolfman should be released in September. Who knows? But yeah, this does look like to be a lot of creepy here. I mean, creepy James McAvoy is always a given. I mean, if you have not seen Split, go watch Split. So I'm always cool to see a creepy James McAvoy anytime. All right. Now, another horror film coming in at number five is A24's The Front Room. Now, everything goes aware for a newly pregnant Melinda as her mother-in-law moves in and tries to get her claws onto that child. And this thing looks creepy. I mean, for one, you got Brandy back in the horror genre for the first time since I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Fingers crossed she comes back for the sequel. Who knows? And of course, you got like the Eggers brothers, directing this. H24 could be a hit and miss with their horror, but this one looks like it could be a hit. Like, yeah, this thing does look very terrifying. Here, I mean, you can't go wrong with a creepy old lady. Like, what is it with old people, like creepy old people in movies? Who knows? Like I feel like horror always has obsession with creepy old people, like with making old people creepy in horror films. But hey, there's that. But hopefully this could be an interesting one, to say the least. All right. Number four, I'm going. I'm not gonna say the full word because I don't know how how YouTube will feel about it. But I'm going with my old double snakes. That's what I'm just gonna call. I'm not gonna say the full title because yeah, but I'll just say my old butt. That's what I'm just gonna say. Now this is directed by Megan Park, who did that little like Jenna Ortega film on Max called The Fallout. Not to be confused with Fallout on Amazon. This is called The Fallout. Now if you guys don't know much about the story for My Old A, um, Elliot Lebrun has been advised by her future self to not fall in love. Is sure she can follow the advice she has given. That is until she meets the boy her older self warned her about. Now this does star Aubrey Plaza, Macy Stelly, who actually played the young sister on the show on Nashville, which I totally forgot that was her. I love Nashville. That was a really cool little show. But this actually does look a lot of fun. Looks really charming. I mean, this is a really cool muff for Aubrey Plaza, by the way. Because she's also in Megalopolis. She's in the new Agatha series. So this is like Aubrey Plaza's mom. And I mean, her pretty much playing like the older version of Macy Stella's character. Not bad. Hopefully, it could be an interesting one. Coming in at number three, I'm going with the Wild Robot. The trailers for this has looked really terrific. Looks very Hayao Miyazaki like. Definitely getting a little bit of a What vibe here. It is, of course, a DreamWorks animation film, which they've always put out some really cool stuff from the Shrek films, to Madagascar. I mean, who doesn't love DreamWorks? I mean, not everything they put out turns you gold. I mean, B movie, the last Trolls film, but hopefully this one will be their better one. There like early Oscar voters, I even think that this could possibly win best animated feature. I believe this is actually premiering at one of the film festivals. I think TIFF, if I'm not mistaken, or is it Venice? One of the two. Uh, but this does look like it'd be really charming and heartfelt. So hopefully it's an interesting one. All right. Number two, I'm going with Transformers One. Now this is of course a pretty much like an origin story of Megatron and Optimus Prime and this does look terrific. By the way, I got my early advanced tickets for the advanced screening. Cannot wait to see it early than usual. But this does look like it could be a lot of fun. Looks really terrific. Early people who actually saw this film like earlier than expected actually praise it. So I cannot wait to see this when it comes out. It does look like it'd be really cool. So hopefully it's an interesting one. And my number one anticipated film of September is Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Of course, directed by Tim Burton. The original Beetlejuice is so iconic. Which, of course, this week I am going to be doing my reviews for Tim Burton films. So keep an eye out for those. But yeah, this does look like it could be as good as the first film. You got Jenna Ortega, Michael Keaton coming back. I just simply cannot wait to see this when it comes out. Hopefully, it's a reviews. By the way, I believe it just premiered at the Venice Film Festival, if I'm not mistaken. So far, people are loving it. We'll probably hear like more Rotten Tomatoes updates possibly Monday or Tuesday, I guess. But I cannot wait to see the return of Beetlejuice. But that's pretty much it there. Here is, of course, my quick rundown. Number 10, His Three Daughters. 9, The Killer's Game. 8, Wolves. 7, Megalopolis. 6, Speak No Evil. 5, The Front Room. 4, My Old A. 3, The Wild Robot. 2, Transformers 1. And number 1, Beetlejuice Beetlejuice. Now, there's other ones I probably could have possibly added. Other films set for release in September. One I probably should have added is the Super Slash Man, the Christopher Reeve story. That one I'm definitely looking forward to see. Rebel Ridge, the new Kevin Smith film, the Ford Dirty movie. Samara Weaving's Azrael looks pretty good. Never Let Go. I probably could have added that, but I'm not as excited for that as the I Am with These 10. What else we got here? Oh yeah, there's also that one with Sebastian Stan. I forgot write it down. Uh, but that one film coming out with Sebastian Stan in it. What's it called again? Let me go check. Sebastian Stan. Oh yeah, A Different Man. That's what it's called. That looks interesting. So got some cool stuff to look forward to in September. Well, let me let you guys. Which films coming out in the month of September are you interested in? Are you interested in Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, Transformers, Wild Robot, Megalopolis? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy.